All right, good morning, everyone. We are going to open our called meeting of the Board of Regents of the Del Mar College District at 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday, August 27th. We're going to do our call to order and quorum and all those things once, although we will adjourn a meeting, open up another one, adjourn that meeting, open up a third one, and so we'll have a extended period over the next hour and a half or hour or so as we work through our budget and tax rate public hearings and adoptions. But this meeting that's being called at 11:30 is for the public hearing and adoption of the budget. So with that, I will establish a quorum. Mr. Krull? Here. Mr. Kelly?
Here.
Dr. Adami?
Here.
Mr. Garza?
Here.
Mr. Loeb?
Here.
Dr. Babley? I'm Carol Scott. We have a quorum and can conduct business. Would you all please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. Dr. Adami, would you lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And please join us in reading our Del Mar College vision statement. Del Mar College empowers our communities to achieve their dreams. Del Mar College is streaming live audio and video from our official Board of Regents meetings on the college's website in real time, with the exception of portions of the meeting that may be considered closed session by statute. At this time, we have an opportunity for anyone to make public comment on items not on the agenda. Seeing none, we will move into our action items for this portion of the meeting. I am going to technically open the public hearing at 11:32 a.m. and we will go ahead and hear a presentation first from Mr. Garcia on the college's budget, and then we will have an opportunity for any public comment before we move to the action item. Mr. Garcia. Actually, Dr. Escamilla, do you have some opening comments?
Just very quickly, as Mr. Garcia is getting queued up, I want to thank all the efforts from the entire college, all the teams that came together over the past few months to get us to this point. This happens every year, but it doesn't just happen, right? And Regents, thank you for your patience through a very difficult reset year that I call it, a kind of a hiccup year that we endured last year. And getting to the point to where we are now is it hasn't come easy from you all's standpoint either. We know you all give us your precious time, and we value that. And as such, I give you Mr. Garcia to kick us off and get us through today. And again, thanks to the entire college for coming together to get us to this point.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, Madam Chair, Mr. President, members of the Board of Regents. I want to thank the board for your relentless effort and active engagement in this year's budget planning process. We are in what I hope to be the final step of the board approval for the fiscal year 2020 budget plan process, as well as related property tax levies. Before we start the presentation, I want to point out the college will close out the current year budget in the coming days. The current fiscal year 2024 board-approved budget plan has been marked in part by the downward revenue pressures caused by lawsuits contesting property valuations by major petrochemical companies in our district. This prevented the college from providing our employees a salary increase during a period of scaled-up inflation. Fast forward today, a settlement has been reached with the petrochemical companies and the tax assessor's office, and the college can now propose a budget plan that transitions the college into some type of normal, a restart, as the president alluded to just a few moments ago. So let's get started with our budget plan revenues on the next slide. This slide was discussed at our last board update. Here are a few highlights. The proposed 2025 revenue budget plan for the college did not change from the August 13th board update. The college is now proposing a planned revenue budget valued at $125.3 million, which is nearly a $10 million in new revenue. This increase is mainly in property tax revenues. Transitioning to the expense slide. The college is proposing an operating expense budget plan for fiscal year 2025 valued at $125.3 million. This slide was also discussed at our August 13th board update. However, today's financial information includes minor shifts in resource allocations, mainly in exempt salaries for instruction with an increase of $213,000, which is offset by other salary and benefit categories. As mentioned in the previous slide, the proposed revenue budget includes $10 million in new revenues. The college's proposal for this new resource, as discussed in detail at our August 13th board meeting, is to allocate resources for employee compensation valued at $4.8 million, HB8 initiatives valued at $1.6 million, and deferred maintenance, campus maintenance and deferred maintenance and information technology infrastructure with a value of $2.5 million. Moving on to the next slide. The next few slides was also presented to the board at our August 13th meeting. It reports the expense details relating to the salary and benefit category as well as the non-salary expense categories. As mentioned in the previous slide, the financial information includes shifts in expenses related to our last presentation, with the largest change in exempt salaries for instructions valued at $213,000, offset by other salary and benefit categories. Here's the second detail specifically on the non-salary expense. Transitioning to the last slide. The college is proposing a flat debt service budget for fiscal year 2025 valued at $20.8 million, which will be used to service our principal and interest payments for our general obligation bonds. I want to point out, this budget plan includes the final payment for the 2013 refunding bond series. The annual payment, principal and interest, is $3.4 that will be made in fiscal year 2025. As a final note, the college's combined general obligation as of August 2024 is $245.4 million. Madam Chair, Mr. President, members of the board, this concludes the college proposed budget presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Are there questions or comments for Mr. Garcia, his team, Dr. Escamilla? I have a question related to the election budget. We do not have an action item today, but we will at a future board meeting to cancel our election because we did not have any opposition for the 3 regents who are running for re-election. Can we reallocate that at this time, or as a part of that action item, will you come back and tell us how you're going to reallocate that $175,000?
We thought about that, and we did not want to come off as being presumptuous, overly presumptuous, although we do have some presumptions, and hopefully some assumptions as to how to use that money. Relatively speaking, so I guess to answer the question, we will, I think the next meeting is the appropriate time to put a fine point on that pencil. We have been talking about that. It's over the weekend. We just need a little bit more time to be absolutely sure where we should plug that in.
Great. Okay. Thank you. Other questions?
I have a follow-up on that. Our bachelor's program, I recall that we budgeted 25 students. How many did we have at latest count?
As of yesterday, there was 237, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? 237?
Outstanding.
So, great problem to have, but I assume we're going to have to hire more instructors for that. unless we're going to have 237-person classes. So is that in the budget, or is that something that we need to look at for the
I
election?
think the team can, everybody's clamoring, everybody wants to jump in and talk about this. And so Tammy, and just pass that mic around or come to the microphone, Tammy, if you want to talk
By the
from
way,
an
I
HR
just want to say
standpoint.
this is a great problem to have, that I absolutely love having this problem sitting on this board is,
We have credentialed some additional faculty that.
Turn it on.
And staff that.
It's not on.
Actually, many of the staff work here already, and we've approved them to teach online as well. So
Okay.
we have not had to hire a full-time faculty to meet the demand at this time. We have replaced some people that have retired, and they're teaching in that area, but we've been able to manage pretty well so far without hiring a new person.
okay, great, thank you.
So absorbing it with existing resources. Tammy, do you have some comments?
Right, and we do budget for an X number of positions for growth, for enrollment growth, which I know we're experiencing in other areas also. And if we are so lucky to exceed that capacity that we have built in the budget, then it's always one of those things we get with Dr. Smith, with Dr. Halcomb. And if it relates to instruction, we always can come back to the board for contingency. If at the end of the day, all the salary money has been spent because we have some great enrollment.
So contingencies built in and absorbing with existing and so forth. We're in a really good place that way. And glad to hear some of our retirees are even coming back and helping us out that way with their expertise. I think I know a couple. Mr. Garcia?
Yes. Final
sorry,
note,
Madam
Joe,
Regent,
as
any
you
other
can see on this
questions?
slide, our contingency for fiscal year 2025 is $1.9 million to absorb some of this good news.
Questions?
Any other questions from Regents? Is there any public comment? Anyone to comment for our public hearing?
Seeing none, Madam Chair.
I'm seeing none. It is 11:42 a.m. So with no further public, we're actually not going to take action at this meeting. We're not going to take it until the third meeting of the morning. So seeing no public comment and no other questions on the budget, I will adjourn the public hearing at 11:42 a.m. and adjourn this portion of the meeting, or this meeting, at 11:42 a.m. as well, and we will reconvene at 12 noon for the next public hearing and meeting.